Y'all are getting a taste test, and that's about it. Because for some reason, I'm just not that hungry. And like the last couple of days, I just ate once a day. Not even that much. And I'm actually seeing a little bit of result.
Alrighty, guys, gals, non-binary pals, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. I'm very excited about the topic that we're going to be talking about today, but before we get into it, if you see all these lovely people here on the side of the screen, this is from my live stream. So I live stream all of these videos live on Twitch. I am live pretty much every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you ever want to come by and join us, we would love to have you. Today we are going to be talking about candy, or more commonly known as hungry fat chicks. So Candy, for those of you guys that might not know, I've talked about her quite a bit on the channel before, but I have a video that was put together that's kind of, it's a good kind of summary of everything that's kind of been going on right now, and I have a lot to say about kind of what she's been going through, as well as my own opinions and some overarching themes of things that I've talked about before in the past as well. And so if you don't know who Candy is, she has been making videos on YouTube for a really long time. She does a lot of like mukbang type videos, and she is, you know, pretty overweight. She's someone that is pretty overweight that does these mukbang videos. She's done other things as well, like kind of like, I don't know, like, you know, like sexy stuff, kind of things like that. And obviously the mukbangs have been really popular for her. Now, since about May, she has decided that she wants to kind of try and start losing weight, and she has been kind of documenting that as well. She also does a lot of videos with Nick Ocado, and they've done many videos together where they'll go and eat, you know, massive amounts of food. And, you know, Candy has she's expressed a lot of interest in wanting to lose weight multiple times, and she's kind of tried to do it before, not to much success. And so she's kind of on wanting to lose weight kind of kick right now. But that has obviously been met with a lot of challenges, which is what we're going to be going over today. And so, you know, without further ado, I kind of want to just get into it. So this video has been cut together from a lot of her videos. Her videos are very long, so it's going to be like pieces of her videos that she's uploaded on her channel. And I'm just going to, first I want you guys to see the information, see what's kind of going on, as well as, you know, my own feelings about it and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
And in case you're wondering, these selections from Wingstop, I'm not on keto. Not on keto, just clarifying. But these are actually keto friendly. No carbs in the sauces and rubs and whatnot. I looked it up online. Because, yeah, I'm kind of doing a thing at some point soon. So I'm kind of trying to get a feel for what's okay in the fast food realm for low carb stuff.
It's interesting right here because I have had those thoughts. I remember when I would there'd be times when I would want to lose weight and I would start looking at stuff, but I hadn't made the full commitment that I'm going to do this, right? And so she's kind of, it seems like in this, right now, she's in this mode of I know I want to make changes, but it's scary. So maybe I'll do a little bit of research of that. And so that's kind of seems like where she's here now, right? So this is April 27th of this year.
I'm not going on a diet, you guys. No diet. Diets are a no-no. I just want to make healthier changes. And while this isn't super healthy, it's low carb. So it's better than my usual carb fest.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I really need to say much there. Obviously this is not, I think, and she knows that this is not going to be conducive to losing weight. And I think that she kind of knows that. I don't know. Y'all know how I feel about carbs aren't the enemy. I'm not gonna make this video about carbs aren't the enemy. If you know my stance on that, you know that's not what I believe. So we're just gonna move past that. Again, I'm sure there will be comments about it, but it's just not what I want to get into in this video.
Well, like I said, I haven't started anything yet. Don't come for me. I mean, y'all know how it is. I mean, a lot of you people struggle with your weight every day too. And me being a almost 50-year-old woman, it's ridiculous that I still have absolutely no self-control and no willpower. I'm not disciplined at all when it comes to food. Honestly.
And this is like, I know that it's really easy to watch these videos and be like, just lose weight, LOL, right? It's not that hard, LOL. But like, I think it's clearly very hard for her. And she, from what I am seeing in these videos, and again, there's much more to come, it seems like she does. She wants to, but again, just because you want to do something, that's not enough. Sadly, I wish it was, but it's not, right? Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into why she is the size that she is and why she struggles with food, and it's more than just, LOL, just be more disciplined. It really is more than that. And I think that we'll be able to explore that a little bit more as the video goes on.
If I could just change my brain and the way I perceive food and think about food, you know, I could totally change me. You know, and while
Man, like, I just remember having similar thoughts of, I wish I could, like, okay, this is honestly very embarrassing. I'm not sure if I should bring this up, but I remember when I was a kid, I was overweight, right? I was overweight pretty much my entire life, and I used to skateboard, and I would practice ollies for hours and hours and hours. I was never very good at them. But I would practice because I was afraid of falling, which I still am because I'm a freaking weenie. But I was afraid of falling, so I would have carpet that I put on this grass because I didn't want to do it on the grass because that can mess up your grip tape and it can mess up your wheels and your bearings. So I didn't want to do it on the grass. So I would do it on carpet, and I would practice ollies and ollies and ollies and ollies, and I practice them over and over and over again. That's basically when the board just comes off the ground and you jump with it, right? That's what an ollie is. And I remember I would have these thoughts. Again, I was a child, but I would be like, man, imagine if every single ollie I did, I would lose a pound. I would do ollies all the time, right? Like, I would just have these thoughts of like, I wanted it so bad, right? But just because I wanted it didn't mean that I knew what to do or was willing to do what it was going to take, right? So it's like, this is one step of wanting it is clearly a step. Because if you don't want it, then absolutely nothing is going to change. But just because you do want it, that doesn't mean that everything is going to change right away, right? It's just not how it works. Sadly, I wish it was, but it's not.
I don't care what all this looks like. I really don't. That's not the issue. It's how I feel. And I feel like crap all the time. Just all the time. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of feeling like crap. And even if it hurts, I want to be able to like waddle my way out to the car. You know, I've got a friend that lives not too far from me that's got a car. I want to go out to the Red Rocks, whatever.
So what she's talking about here is, you know, she feels trapped because she technically is, right? Like, she can't even get out of her house, like walk out of her house and get into a car. Like, that's demoralizing, right? Nobody wants to be in that position. And so this is why when people are just so, it seems like they have zero empathy for people because, like, I don't care who you are. Most people, if they're in this position, they're not happy being there. They aren't like, oh, I like being lazy and I like just eating whatever I want and I like not being able to move to a car and get out of my house and I like just being stuck here and being a prisoner in my own body. No one likes that, right? And if it was as simple as, oh, just make these simple changes and you'll be fine, no one would be in this position, right? But yes, of course, she does have to take some responsibility, and it is the only way for something to change is for her to make choices and make the changes. Of course, right? There's no other way. There is no other way. But just because that, yes, is the solution, that doesn't mean that it's just easy and that it's like, oh, well, this is what you do, right? It's very, very difficult, clearly, right?
I probably wouldn't want to do that until like fall or whatever. But I would also like to go up on Mount Charleston. There's lots of stuff I want to do. But one day at a time. One small change at a time. I'm gonna start trying to do some meal prep stuff, which is good. So I have like small meals and snacks just ready to go. Things like that. Yeah, the main plan was to go carnivore I changed. I've changed. I watched some videos, a couple of different people. They did like a 30-day.
So for those of you that might not know what carnivore is, it's literally what it sounds like. Pretty much eating only meat. That's it, right? That's what carnivore is.
Carnivore challenge. And they did blood work before and after the month. And here's what worried me. Okay, your HDL cholesterol is like your good cholesterol. It like protects your heart and stuff like that. I mean, I'm not fully sure how it works, but I know the LDL cholesterol is bad cholesterol. And that can hurt your heart, clog your arteries and all that stuff. Well, all these people were kind of in the normal range for both. But after carnivore, both their HDL and LDL were raised significantly. The LDL cholesterol was like incredibly high. And I'm like, oh no, 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 no. Anytime I get blood work done, the doctors are always amazed at my cholesterol. I have high HDL, the good cholesterol, and very low LDL. Which means, as far as cholesterol goes, I'm pretty healthy.
So I'm smiling because I just remember I used to do the same thing when I was bigger, and I would go to the doctor. If there was any sort of like positive that they told me, I would like, that would be the thing that I would latch onto. I'm like, dude, I'm freaking killing it, bro. I'm fine. The doctor said this, but then like realistically, it's like, yeah, that's okay. But what about this thing, that thing, this thing, that thing, this thing? And I'm like, no, this thing is good. We're chilling, you know, which I don't think she's necessarily doing here, but it's just funny to hear this because I think good call on the not wanting to do carnivore because yes, I mean, if I'm going to be honest, that would see her probably drop weight pretty quickly. 100%. If you're cutting out so much of the food that you can eat, you are going to lose weight. But at what cost, right? Cholesterol and all that stuff, that's obviously very dangerous. But then it's like with any really restrictive diet, eventually, when you get off of it, what is your plan from there? And a lot of people really struggle with that. And so I think that that is the right call. I know a lot of people are like, you just need to do something. You just need to drop the weight as fast as possible. I get it. Losing weight when you're that size quickly, a lot of times is pretty important. But I believe there are much healthier and more sustainable ways to do that than do carnivore, right?
And I don't want to risk reversing that. So I'm going to stick to low carb, keto. I don't know. I just don't want to take a chance. I don't want to take a chance. And I want to be able to keep things like olives, olive oil, coconut oil, avocados, and avocado oil. I want to keep that stuff, you know.
I couldn't do carnivore because I like bread. So, oh well.
In my diet. So that's what's going through my head right now. It's kind of what's happening in my life. I'm just coming to a point where I need to take stock of what I'm doing here and what I want to do. Take a little personal responsibility. You know, nobody's going to change me but me, you know. I mentioned in one of my videos with Nick that I've been kind of like trying to work on my self-talk, you know, trying to improve the way I think about myself and about what I do. And I just want to be better. I want to be better. Lost my train of thought.
I think like here is a really good example. I really love, a lot of people in my chat are saying it too. I love how honest she's being, right? Because I think anyone that's tried to lose weight and has failed multiple times knows exactly what this feels like. Knowing that you want to, knowing for some people that you need to, knowing for the most part what probably is a right choice, right? What things you should cut out, but still not being able to do it. Do you know how fucking annoying and demoralizing and frustrating and almost dehumanizing that can feel when it has happened time and time and time and time and time again? It is so frustrating. It is. And I know exactly what this feels like. I was this person at one point in my life. I used to believe I couldn't lose weight. I believed there was something wrong with me. But I believe that she can. But, which we're going to get into, there are many things, that habits that she has that she almost has to do, that are going to make that incredibly difficult, as well as other things that are going to make that incredibly difficult on top of something that's already very difficult, right? Losing weight, we've talked about it, is very hard. It is very hard, especially someone that is Candy's side. No offense, but someone that is as large as her, that is difficult. There are other things. You're not just trying to lose 20 pounds, right? You have to deal with trauma, things that have gone on in your life. There's so much stuff that you have to unpack to get that weight off. And then on top of these other things that we're going to be talking about, it is very difficult. So people that just say, you just need to eat less. I'm sorry, but either you literally don't know what you're talking about, or you are purposefully just making it too simple when it's clearly not.
See, that's why good fat is important. It's good for your brain. So I hope y'all aren't too disappointed that I'm going to be doing low carb. I mean, I know some of y'all like to vicariously eat junk food through me, you know. But I need to start thinking about my health.
And that's one of the things right there. The fact that she feels some sort of obligation to her viewers in eating this type of food, on top of, let's be honest, if she does mukbangs that are just a regular salad or just like a regular amount of food that's not quote unquote unhealthy, that's, you know, like chicken and rice or whatever, chicken, broccoli and rice, whatever thing you want to use, that video is not going to get as many views, and this is her livelihood, right? So clearly that it doesn't make sense to do that if you care about those things, right? And so what is she going to do? It's continue to do these mukbangs that are going to make it something that's already very difficult even more difficult. Because if you are struggling with food addiction and you have an issue with eating fast food, but part of your job basically requires you to eat fast food in large quantities in front of a camera, that's going to make it very, very, very difficult. I don't think it makes it impossible, but it makes it pretty damn near impossible. That's just my opinion. I don't know. I don't have any, there's no test on this, people that do mukbangs on YouTube, but can they lose weight, right? But that's going to make it very, very difficult.
You know, and while I'm not saying I'll never eat fast food or junk food, you know, I mean, I have every intention of eating fast food and junk food. I'm just going to do my best to choose better options. You know, and really try to eat like singular portions. I mean, this was not a singular portion. This was 20 freaking wings. So, but it was good. It was good. And I'm full. You know, I got that many because it was my one meal and I wanted to be full and satiated and not get squirrely and go like digging around in my pantry for some kind of snack. So anything I buy for the house from here on out is going to be carb-free, sugar-free, low-carb, keto, whatever, you know. Just try to get sugar out of my life. I mean, it's a horrible addiction, sugar addiction. It's horrible. Y'all know. I mean, y'all scream it at me, you know, every time I post a video.
It's interesting because it's like sugar addiction when, in my opinion, it's just food addiction in general. I don't know why. I mean, I do know why, because of keto and carnivore and all of these other like fad diets that are popular right now. They've turned sugar into the enemy. It's like it's sugar's fault. I think it's just food. It's just food, man. Like delicious, very tasty fast food. Delicious, very tasty, very hyper palatable Oreos and cookies and, you know, like Subway sandwiches or you know, like orange chicken or whatever. Like not everything it's not only sugar. It's just food, man. Like it's the mixture of carbs and fats and all, like I don't know. I just don't like demonizing a specific thing because it's almost never just that thing. It's a lot of other things that are going on, right? That's just my opinion.
You know, it's so bad for you, you know. I figured I would continue with this like fast food, low carb, whatever.
So this has moved forward a little bit in time, just so you guys know.
I'm doing here. And y'all know with the salads, I love the freaking dressing. And it's going to be a feat for me not to use the other one. Y'all should be proud of me. I'm proud of me. Ooh, ooh, every little drop. It's at 180 calories. Don't miss the bun.
I'm just laughing because this is how I feel like everyone that does keto eats any sort of burger that doesn't have bread on it. I don't miss the bun. I don't miss the bun. It's fine. Everything's fine. I don't need a bun. I don't need it. It's lettuce tastes just like bread. Everything's okay.
Not missing the bun at all. Wow.
It's like, yummy. Honestly, if this had a bun, it'd be way worse. There'd be too much bread. And honestly, not worth it.
Oh, that's good. Just 3 meat patties and cheese. Before my food came, and before I got my...
All right, so now this is May 18th. So the last one was May 11th. So now we're like basically a week, you know, in the future.
makeup on, I did a weigh-in. My last weigh-in with Nick, mid-April, or around mid-April, I was 460. I guess I could. Okay, let's see.
Move this around so they can see.
She's already ready though.
Oh, that's perfect.
You don't think.
Oh.
When I first saw this, that made my heart jump, bro. Like, being that size when you're that immobile, like, that is so scary. That is so freaking scary.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Here, I might need a little hand, just in case.
Ooh, you did it.
Yep.
Okay, let's see. Come on, lady. Be nice.
460.6 pounds.
So it's at 460.6 pounds.
Wow.
Okay.
You got it.
460. What?
460 pounds.
Bitch, you might be lying on me.
Dog, I ain't getting on a scale that yells my weight at me. No, thank you, all right? Don't be yelling at me. The heck is your problem, lady?
Okay. Okay, so I gained 10 pounds in the last couple weeks.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. But anyway, here's the weigh-in. Alrighty. Oh yeah, I'm holding this sucker.
Hello. It's ready.
Okay, 0-0, you guys. Whew. Oh. Okay, here I am waiting. Come on. Woo. Be still, Kenny.
442.8 pounds.
442. My last weigh-in was 460 with Nick. So I'm doing pretty fair on my diet, or
20
not
pounds?
diet, I should say. It's a not diet. It's not diet. It's a not diet. I can't really say it's a lifestyle change either, because Lord knows I do miss carbs, and I will eat curvy foods again at some point. Just
So that's exactly why I don't love cutting out an entire group of food, an entire macronutrient, because for most people, okay, I'm not trying to turn this into an anti-keto thing. That's not what this is. If you like keto and you think you can do it for the rest of your life, then more power to you. Keep doing your thing. Right? I really don't care. I genuinely don't care. But clearly, that's not going to work for her. Like, it's not. She's lost 20 pounds, which is a good amount, but there's clearly a lot more to go. And she's already talking about how much she misses carbs. Like, clearly, it's just not going to work, right? So that's why I'm not a fan of that, because once you start eating the carbs, you're going to see the weight go up because you're holding on to more water, all of these things, and you're going to get discouraged. And this is just why I'm not a fan of it. It's just why I'm not a fan of it.
Not yet. Just not yet. So seeing some results is nice. You know, I don't have big expectations or anything. I just want to, you know, just want to feel better. And I'm getting there. Starting to feel better. But I've got a long way to go. So, you know, if I do a carby meal for you guys, I mean, y'all are going to come for me. I should just prepare myself for it.
And so this is the other really, really, really hard part about being any sort of influencer, a personality online that is also trying to lose weight. You have to deal with the peanut gallery, the comment section, people that are invested in your journey that decide that they know what's best for you, right? People that make YouTube videos about it. Who would do that? But you have to deal with that stuff, right? Which is, again, making something that's already incredibly difficult even harder. This is why when people ask me, oh, I want to make a YouTube videos about me losing weight, I'm like, really think about it, bro. Because if that actually does take off and you end up getting a following, which, great, you are beholden to them. Regardless of how much you want to believe you are or not, you are. Or those people are going to think that you are. And you're going to have to deal with those people that think they are your leaders and they are your masters and they know what's best for you and they will tell you exactly what you need to do. Something that I still deal with whenever I do a freaking full day of eating. People are like, why would you eat this? Why would you eat that? Why would you try this? I'm like, shut up, bro. Let me eat. It's annoying. And if you are trying to lose weight and then that starts slowing down and then now you have all these people telling you how worthless you are and how they could lose weight if they had the blah, 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 it makes it harder, right? And so that's what she's dealing with now as well, which is not fun.
Because I know everybody's like so proud of what I'm doing here. But what I don't like is that it changes your view of me and then you get expectations that I'm never going to eat McDonald's again or something. I may not for a while, but I will never deny myself. Because when I do that, you know, I just throw everything out the door. And I don't want to do that. So for now, this is what I want.
And so, also this part is very loud, so be prepared. But another part of this is that I know for myself, I don't know why I'm like this, but when people start having expectations for me, Rachel can attest to this, who is my business partner, I'm like, nah. I'm going to do everything the opposite of what you expect from me. Why? Because that's just what I'm going to do, you know? And so I don't know if she's similar, but I know exactly how that feels. When people start having expectations, I'm like, what? You have expectations of me to do this? I'm not doing that. I'm going to do this then. I'm going to do that over there. Yeah. Why? Because I don't like it. And so that makes, again, those expectations, they're scary. It's this thing that's looming over you. You feel like you have to reach this and you feel like I can never even reach it even if I tried my hardest. So then what do you say to yourself? You say, fuck that. I'm going to do this. Because I'm not going to be able to do that anyways. So I'll just do this thing, and then it feels like it's still my choice that I decided to not do the thing instead of trying to do the thing and failing, right? It's a lot less scary of being like, I'm just going to do this, instead of I'm going to try, and I might fail. Because when you fail, that hurts. But when you just decide not to do it and do something else, guess what? You're like, nah, I decided not to do it, so it's all good. Like, what's the issue here, right? I decided to. I'm not mad about it. It's all good, right? When in reality, it probably does hurt, but you don't want to admit that because you want to feel like you're in control. This is about a week later, May 21st.
Today, I'm splurging. Y'all are gonna have to forgive me. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Today is May 19th. And apparently, Taco Bell has brought back...
Apparently...
the Mexican pizza. So, yeah. Today, I'm really, really going off.
I used to eat these Mexican pizzas all the time when I was a kid. They are pretty good. I'm just being honest. I mean, it is dumpster tier food, you know, as far as any sort of nutrients and stuff. As far as taste, oof, man, I used to, oh, dude. This was like a treat for me because they're kind of expensive compared to most of other Taco Bell stuff. So.
Damn it. On the floor. Grabby. Oh, dang it. I didn't grab it. There we go. There we go. I broke my other Grabby today. This isn't my favorite Grabby. But my other one broke. I was trying to get my package in. And it just snapped. I was like, dang it. And thank you all for spending some time with me today. I know some of y'all are probably screaming, disappointed. It's like, you're too fat for a cheat day. And I'm like, you know what? Suck it. Just suck it. We don't need your input. But feel free to comment as much as you want because comments get me.
So this is like classic knowing that what you're doing isn't the right choice, knowing that people are going to call you out for it. And again, it's like trying to find some sort of control, right? I don't know. I'm not a therapist. All right. I'm making this stuff as I go. All right. So if I'm wrong, whatever. But this is what makes sense in my head. Okay. So I just want to make that very clear. All right. I just want to make that clear. But this is what goes on in my head. Okay. You know that what you're doing is wrong. You know people are going to call you out for it. And that makes you feel out of control. So you're going to try and take control by saying, I don't care. I know this is bad, but I don't care. Say what you want. It's not going to hurt my feelings. Only reason I say this is because guess who does this? Also, me. Ding, ding, ding. Surprise. Right? I've done the same thing. It's like, I know I shouldn't be doing this. I know people are going to call me out. Let me just call myself out first. And then I feel like I am in control again. Right? I used to do it when I was bigger. When people were like, I know people are going to make fun of my weight. I make fun of my weight first. Therefore, I'm in control. But also now I feel like terrible because all I ever do is make fun of myself and I never actually take myself seriously ever. Right? I've done this my whole life. I know exactly how this feels, and that's exactly what I'm picking up from this interaction here.
What's the word? Engagement. Which is obviously good for my channel. So complain all you want. Have at it. Okay. I'm gonna get ready and do a quick.
So this is July 16th now. So again, we've jumped a few weeks in advance.
Weigh-in for you guys. Yeah, it's been a little while, and I've had some ups and downs, obviously, but I'm interested to see where I am. Okay, getting on. Woo.
138.2
So it's at 438.2. So it's about this was like 2 months, I think, after that last video we just saw.
Below 440? I know you are trying to lose weight. Why is that? Well, obviously, I want to be healthier at some point. But, y'all aren't seeing any of my efforts in videos because I need to keep the videos that go onto YouTube, like fast food, big food, you know, whatever. I noticed that when I was putting up low carb stuff, that I was getting way less views, way less interaction and whatnot. It was just, I felt like I lost money, you know, attempting it in the public. So, mukbangs, great. Off camera, no.
So, I mean, I've talked about this, I don't even know how many times now, right, on the channel. That's like confirmation, right? That's exactly what happens. if you are known for being a mukbang channel that eats, you know, insanely huge quantities of food of all different types, if you decide I'm only going to eat this thing, it's going to hurt your money. It just is. It's going to put you in a bad financial place. And if you can't afford to do that, you literally become a slave almost to the algorithm, to eating this type of food, and to the people that are watching it. Because if you try and change it up, people are not going to watch it. And so I know a lot of people like, if she lost weight, like, people will be interested. I hate to say it, but I just don't think, especially with her audience, I don't think they would be. Like, people that are watching my videos might be interested, right? Because obviously we have a very different demographic, right? People that might be interested in that. But the people that watch her videos clearly are watching for a reason. If she changed that up, it's going to hurt her money. And so it makes it way more difficult. Again, something that is already very hard, losing a significant amount of weight, is made even more difficult with the fact that you losing weight literally will lose your money as well. That's very, very hard. I don't blame someone for being in a position where that makes it very hard for them. People can be like, well, it shouldn't matter. Health is the most important thing. Yeah, I get it. But like, if you end up being homeless, that's going to really suck too. Right? And so I don't know. I don't have an answer, but this is important. Like, people are always just like, just lose the weight, just lose the weight, just lose the weight. I'm like, there's more to it than just that. Right?
Binging off camera. Please don't do that, Candy. So there's that. Anyway, health. I have been on one. I'm super impulsive.
So now this is July 23rd.
Let's see, I did Pizza Hut. Y'all will never see that. I did Krispy Kreme. Y'all will never see that. I ordered Port of Subs. Sorry, you guys. And yesterday, the piece de resistance, Jollibee. Like, what the hell? Anyway, so there's no deterrent for me. The only deterrent for me from like ordering food off camera is gonna be me. You know, it's gonna be me. Woo. Therapy's not helping. Anyway.
And this is what it comes down to. This is what I always tell people. This is what so many people ask me. I want to help my mom, my brother, my sister, my fiance, my friend, whatever. I want to help them lose weight. And I know they want to, but they always make the wrong decisions. There is no answer. There's nothing you can do. I hate to say it, but there is nothing I can do. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing anyone can do for that person until they have made that decision for themselves. And it seems like Candy clearly wants to, but at the same time, she's not there yet. I wish I had an answer. I wish I had an answer to how to get people to have that click moment, which is what I call it, right? I wish I had an answer, but I don't. And that's what's so frustrating to me, because I can give you all the information. I feel I can give you all the, good tips, tricks, and all that stuff, right? But at the end of the day, if you do not apply it yourself, it does not matter. It doesn't matter how much how many videos you watch about it and how much knowledge you garner. If you are not willing and ready to put it into play, it literally doesn't matter. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating for the viewer. And then people, I think, get too worked up and they get too angry and they start attacking people. Tons of people we've talked about many times that have tried to lose weight in the public eye, they start struggling, and then people get very upset, and then they start attacking that person, and that doesn't make it any easier as well. It is a very, 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 very hard thing to lose weight in the public eye, especially if you are not having a great journey and there are lots of ups and downs. It is just very difficult.
Oh, so that's why I'm trying to eat a little bit. I wouldn't say healthy, but it's not McDonald's, it's not pizza, and I'm gonna try to do a little bit better for myself for the next couple of days. Just the other day I got groceries. So I've got stuff to go back to making tomato sandwiches, which I like. I cleaned 2 rotisserie chickens and put all of the meat from both chickens, you know, except from little bits and pieces and stuff, in 2 containers so I can have chicken sandwiches.
Dude, rotisserie chicken is so good. Oh my God. It's so good.
Some chicken salad sandwiches. I got like 20 cans of tuna. Because I find, like, if I have a couple of sandwiches for lunch and a couple of sandwiches for dinner, and go really easy on the snacks, I can actually drop a couple pounds. So
it's funny that she says this because when I first started losing weight, I literally, I was as lost as you can be. I didn't have any knowledge. I knew literally nothing. And what I did was I ate a lot of sandwiches. That's literally how I started. I remember my mom would, like, she was trying to help. She just didn't, she doesn't know anything either. She was like, do you think that, you know, that's a lot of bread that you're eating with these sandwiches? And I would just tell her, I was like, eating this is much better than what I was eating at McDonald's, so I'm just going to keep doing this because it's working. And she was like, all right, understood. But it's just funny because I ate a lot of sandwiches when I first started losing weight.
I need to keep that in mind, and don't be a lazy biatch. Because, you know, on top of all the, like, pain and stuff, you know, and the avoidance of pain, it's just like I just don't feel like going up, getting in the kitchen and doing anything. So it's just easier to answer the door and get something. You know, it's easier but not good. It's not good for me. Just giving in to my cravings like that. And I've said it a million times. I want a return on investment for the food that I eat. And it's like, why do I do that to myself? It's literally the stop hitting yourself thing. I'm not trying to put myself on a diet. It's not like that. But it's definitely disordered eating. And the mukbangs are actually ordered eating because, you know, they have a time, an amount. And if I could lower the amount just a little bit so I don't have, like, leftovers for days, that would be good.
So this is like 5 days later, July 27th.
So yeah, I don't know what's going on with me right now. Just emotional. So I keep doing dumb shit. Overspending, overeating, making dumb decisions. How do I expect to get anywhere in life if I can't control myself? And not just with food. I mean, this is understandable. I mean, yeah, I got way more than I should have, but it's something I do to myself all the time when I don't need it.
This just shows, like, the ups and downs of wanting to lose weight and being excited. Like, I think we've all been here, right? Maybe not to this extreme, but, like, you want to lose weight, you're really excited. Maybe you even tell your friends and family, you're like, I'm going to do this. You go to the store, you buy the healthy food, you feel like you can do it. You're able to do it for a few days, maybe even a week, and then slowly you start not wanting to do it. You're not having as much fun. It's getting harder. And then you end up going out to eat with friends or something, and you eat way more than you wanted to. You get home, you're upset with yourself, and then you're like, well, I messed up anyways, might as well just, you know, whatever, who cares, right? I'm never going to be able to do it. You start eating bad again, you stop going to the gym, everything kind of spirals, and then all of a sudden you hit that rock bottom, what feels like rock bottom again, and then you tell yourself, why can't I stick to something? Why am I such a failure? Why can't I do these things that I tell myself I'm going to do? And then you feel even worse. Sometimes that doesn't even help, and you go even further down, but maybe that's like a jump off point to maybe try and start eating better. And then for some people, it just feels like it's a cycle that continues. It's like I'm either always on some sort of diet, or I'm just literally doing whatever I want and I don't care. I understand what that's like. It's frustrating. It is incredibly frustrating. It just is, right? And, like, you're not alone in feeling that. She's not alone in feeling that. That is it's a very normal thing to feel.
I'm already full. Literally, I already feel full, and I'm just more annoyed at myself. I really hope I feel better for my next video. I just woke up in a weird place today. I didn't feel great. I was like, I literally have to do a video. And I know y'all don't think I do, but I do.
Again, right? That shows that you feel like you're a prisoner to this algorithm. Like, she feels like she's a prisoner to the algorithm. She has to make this video, or she might not be able to pay rent. I don't know what have to make the video means. I don't know why. I'm not sure if money is tight or whatever, what reason it might be. You know, a lot of times people feel like, oh, I have to make a video because I have a sponsor or whatever, right? Like, you feel like you are a slave to this algorithm. You're a slave to this thing. Like, I have to do this. I have to do this, or else I'm not going to be able to do X, Y, Z, right? It sucks. It really sucks.
Yeah, my mental health is not in a good place right now. I'm not in a good place. I just really need to take a step back and look at myself. And again, ask myself the question, what do you want? Because I obviously do not know. I'm 50 years old and I do not know.
So that's the entire video right there. So with Candy, like I've always said, like, I think that she's genuine. I don't think that she is one of these people that is like putting on an act for YouTube, which I do think that a lot of people do that. It seems like she genuinely does want to change. I believe in Candy. Like, if she ends up watching this video, I think that you can. I don't have any sort of magic answer for you. I wish I did. But I feel like her kind of story that's been playing out on YouTube really shows and is a good example of someone that really struggles with food, that really does, I think, genuinely wants to change, but it's just not that easy. It's really, really, really hard. And then there's obviously that extra layer on top of it of being a content creator, and when your content is based around eating exorbitant amount of calories, right? Like, that is going to make it near impossible. I'm just being honest. Like, the road that she would have to go down to lose this weight, and I don't even think that she's like, I want to lose 300 pounds or anything crazy like that, but even to lose, 100 pounds or whatever it is, that is going to be a road that is going to be full of hardships, because it's going to be very, very, very difficult to lose that weight and continue doing these types of videos. The only way I can only relate to myself, and if I put myself in that position of trying to lose the amount of weight that I lost while still continuing to do, massive mukbangs. This is before mukbangs were really a thing, but like, if they were a thing and I was trying to lose weight while doing those, there's just no way. There's just no way. There's no way I would have been able to do it. I am not strong enough for that. Maybe Candy is. I don't know. I hope that she feels better. I hope that she's able to find something that works for her, because I don't like seeing this. And I obviously, from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like she likes being in that position. But yeah, that was just kind of, I just wanted to share the story, and then my thoughts and opinions, as well as, give a little bit of encouragement to Candy if she does end up seeing this. I do hope that it works out for you. But with that being said, I would love to know what y'all think down in the comment section down below. If you did like the video, a thumbs up. It really does help the channel a lot. And then again, if you're ever bored, I stream on Twitch every single Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.